shit too. You I was the one ever since my hair was me and my brothers be ballin' like all three. I can never leave my brother Mario Luke. I can tell the weather, but I can feel it in the air, rain coming soon. Oh, they talking hot, cool, and more vibe. Making shower on the block, no shampoo to the metal.
What the heck is going on with y'all? It's your boy Heck, and we're back at it with the Wat.Da.Hecpodcast, where basketball is an art and the court is our canvas. And in this episode today, we're going to go over More Than a Run, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, Kyrie Irving, Kyle Anderson, O-Max, and more complete in the offseason. So, we're going to go over basically, this is mostly going to be a film study about Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson has big shoes to fill because Julius Randle is no longer there. They got Karl Anthony Towns, and Knicks fans and Knicks Nation is going to be expecting him to sit there and be ready to take the next jump and lead the team to wins. It's going to be interesting to watch. But before I get started, y'all know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. And with all that being said, let's get it. Jalen Brunson's bringing the ball down. Julius Randle walks here like he's going to set a screen, but he goes straight to the cup. Since both these guys, their attention is on Jalen Brunson right on the screen. They forget about Julius Randle. JB does a good job of making this pass right here and putting it in a window where Julius can get it. Goulet. This is called pushing the pace. So JB sees this man is going in the corner. He's running the floor. He's in the corner. What ends up happening is when you have the ball, sometimes you have gravity. Gravity is a concept. How much attention that a defensive player or a defense gives to you. Just suppose when you're on the ball / off the ball, etc., etc. Jalen Brunson, because he has the ball, he has gravity. So naturally, he brings the ball down. He draws Kyle Anderson's attention. Man behind him is his man right here is wide open in the corner. Good pass. Obviously, he could have tried to take this layup with his left hand, but why take it? Why risk it if you have an open shooter right here? Gets the ball reversal, attack, Julius kicks to the corner. What I like is Jalen Brunson could have easily shot this, but you know what? He decides to be smart. He pump fakes, gets him to go up, goes to the cup. So, one of the keys to making a no-look pass is feel for the court and seeing everybody. He sees his man cutting, and all he has to do is just sit there and put the ball to a spot where he knows he can get it, and that's what he does here. Good pass. I know it's a Jalen Brunson video, but Julius Randle does not beat the allegation that he's a black hole in the post. Post entry. What happens? What's your first read? Scan the court. You know this is a mismatch, so you can get to your spot because you've been lifting. So sometimes you just got to be waiting, be patient. Man right here does a great job of backdooring. Why does this happen? Watch Kyrie's hands on his shoulder. What he does is he takes his inside hand, grabs Kyrie's hand, and uses it as a lever. That's a wide open layup. Now, man does a good job of picking up. On the back cut, he has the corner wide open. He can hit the cutter right in this area right here. He has the corner wide open. When you are in the post, look up and look at your options. Your options should not automatically be barreling into people. Keep your head up. But he made a layup, so it doesn't matter. Good lay. So one of the lessons I'm going to teach you about scoring or about getting to a direction that you want to go on the court. Sometimes you're going to have to sit there and set your defender up one way to go back the other. Jalen Brunson, you know Jalen Brunson wants to go left. He sets him up like he's going right. Then he crosses. Then he does a quick cross going back to his left hand. Sweeps the ball, keeps the ball low and away so he doesn't get a clean strip at it. Good lay. Sets a go screen, so he ghosts the action, which means he doesn't take contact on this and he pops out to the wing. To slip a screen means you don't make contact on it and you go straight to the cup. To ghost it, you act like you're going to set a screen, but you don't make contact on it and you go behind the 3-point line. You face to the 3-point line. He attacks, he draws two, he hits his man right on the wing. Good pass, good shot. Sheesh. Never mind, Julius Randle beat the allegations here. One of the biggest things that makes Julius Randle very difficult to guard, he's left-handed, he's big as you know what, and he's strong as you know what, and he barrels into you and makes you play through a lot of contact. So he's going in here, he's attacking, whoop! My man was not in the way, did not eat his Wheaties this morning, got him back up, right? Bump again, pump fake, got him to jump. Why you look like he about to kick down the door? Oh, that's funny. Because he gets beat. The man in the corner has to help. Wide open three. Green ball, cash. I'm gonna go over this because this is actually a good gather to use. So one thing I'm gonna tell you about Kyrie Irving is a master at navigating through tight spaces and keeping the ball protected. If you're not named Kyrie Irving and you try to split this gap right here and pick up, we're gonna talk, you know what, about you calling you all types of garbage. But since Kyrie Irving does this, it's Kyrie Irving, we'll give him a pass. First thing, he creates enough space, he creates content and creates enough space for him to get through this gap right here. He keeps the ball high and he puts the ball behind his head. Why he does it is because when you put the ball high or behind your head, there's no way that the two defenders that he can see can reach for the ball. If they reach for the ball, they're gonna hit him in the face. Pick up, I don't recommend you doing that. That's how you get poked in the eye. But under the whistle, go right ahead. Take his 2 steps. Good shot. This is a perfect example about one move and go. He sees he has space. He has the middle wide open. He hesitates, goes right, blow right by Kyrie. The next person that he has to worry about is Kai Anderson. I like what Jalen Brunson does a good job. When you're driving, he doesn't drive with his head down. He sees the whole entire floor. Because when you don't see people like this, it's how you get your stuff punched and you hurt yourself. He attacks, he drives hard, and he goes up with his right hand because he sees Kyle Anderson on his left side. Good luck. Alright, this is a 2-on-1 fast break. Every basketball player should know this, but if you don't, it's perfectly fine. In a 2-on-1 fast break, your responsibility is to draw this man right here and make him commit. You make him commit to you, and you hit your teammate for a lay. If he's backing up, you go up for a lay. As a defender, in a 2-on-1, what you want to do, you want to back up, protect the rim, and if they throw a bounce pass, when they throw a pass that's in your vicinity, kick the ball, deflect the ball out of bounds, do anything you can possibly do to stop the break. Just try not to foul. I'll let you in pick up, 2-on-1 fast break, pro trick, foul the guy who goes up for a layup. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to call it. Oh, unless you know the guy is dunking the ball, foul the guy who goes up for a layup, because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to call that foul, and you play ball. So he forces him to commit. He's in no man's land. He throws the ball up. It's a good action for Jalen Brunson. So he sets first thing first. He sets a back screen for his man. Then he sets a screen on Julius Randle's man. He doesn't want it. Then he comes to him, gets a DHO. He attacks. He has his head up. He sees that all the eyes are on him. Gets the guy behind him. Okay, this is what happens when you don't stop the ball early. So Jalen Brunson's bringing the ball up. He doesn't pick. Homie's backpedaling. Because he's backpedaling, what Jalen Brunson does is he picks the foot and goes. He goes left. Gathers the ball, keeps the ball protected. He jumps early. He changes his shot to get it around him. Delay. So first thing I want you to pay attention to is as soon as Jalen Brunson grabs a rebound and realizes nobody's around him, he has his eyes up the court. Why is that? When you have your eyes up the court, it makes it a lot easier to see the whole court. He chucks an outlet pass to Julius Randle, who is a 1-on-0, and gets an easy dunk. Head up, if you are paying attention and you're always scanning the floor, opportunities open themselves up for you. Pick and roll, he got hung up on the screen, his feet are at the high school 3-point line. Jalen Brunson comes in, steps into it. Good shot. 3 times that you know to shoot it off the screen is when this man's in drop, when this guy goes underneath the screen, or if you are a shooter, both guys are not focused on you, they focus on the screen, and that's when you shoot it. So this is called a fake dribble handoff. When do these work the most? These typically work when somebody who's a bucket coming for the ball. Julius goes to Jalen, he's gonna hand the ball off to Jalen. Homie loses focus about what's important. Julius gets a wide open lane. So Jalen Brunson screen and roll. Jalen Brunson gets middle. Gathers the ball. He sees him out the corner. He sees him out the corner of his eye. So a lot of times, these guys are very good at reading the defensive positioning. So I cannot see what's going on in this wing, but it seems like Kyle Anderson is a little bit too far away from his man. Sure enough, yep, he was helping. Sure enough, he hits the wing. Good pass, Jalen. So Jalen Brunson feeds the post entry pass. They trap. There's a miss. It's an obvious mismatch, so they help. He traps. He kicks it to Jalen Brunson. He closes hard because he can shoot. He switches hands because he doesn't allow him to back tap to steal the ball. Kyrie Irving stays on his left side, so he finishes with his right hand. Good lay. Okay, one of the things I like about Jalen Brunson and what makes him unique from all the other point guards, he's a point guard that will post you up. Now, I'm not a big fan of Jalen Brunson having his back towards the defense like this, because as a post player, if you ever had a post up with your back towards the defense, somebody can come in from your blind spot and steal the ball from you. He eventually fixes the issue. He's posting. Now he knows he's going to do a turnaround fade here. So watch how he sets it up. He gives him a slight bump, spins, gives him balance. Could he just have spun? Yeah, he could have, but the problem is, if he knows he's going to do a turnaround fade, it makes it a lot more of a difficult shot rather than him creating the contact first. Next thing I want you to start paying attention to is watch how he plants his feet. You see how he's playing? Both feet are parallel to the baseline. He has his hip aligned. And then finally, as he's going to go up and release the ball, he's going to have a natural leg kick. Or actually, excuse me, he's going to naturally hold up this leg to protect the shot. Pro trick. The reason why Dirk does a Dirk leg is not because it looks to look pretty. It's to create separation for a shot. Because back in the day, if you hit his leg, that is a foul. Good shot, Jalen. Julius Randle got the ball. He attacks hard into the lane. He draws three. Kyrie looking at him. Kyan looking at him. And this man here looking at him. He throws no look pass to Jalen because he's so far out. When he makes any slight bit of an up fake, he kind of has to close hard. Closes hard, attacks the closeout. Blows right by him. That, my friend, is called the give and go. It's a classic in basketball. Jalen Brunson hits Julius Randle on the post in the pinch post. The two times people tend to lax off on you is when you pass the ball and when you're past the rim. Why? You pass the ball, I don't gotta worry about you. So if you pass and immediately cut, it's always gonna be you have a chance to get a wide open layup. That's one. The other one is when you drive to the rim and you don't take the reverse layup, people are naturally gonna go, okay, he's not a threat to attack no more. And so if you come around and shoot the ball for the mid-range or the three, it's going to be open for you. So this one, we go over to give and go. He passes the ball to Randle. Kyrie laxes off for a slight bit. Jalen Brunson is cutting for a backdoor layup. And people say I'm slow. What the heck? Alright, I'm going to go over this because this move was slow as heck. I'm gonna tell you something, and this is the biggest thing. Kyle Anderson, Luka Doncic is a perfect example of is about mastering your pace. You do not need to be De'Aaron Fox to be a good player. What you need to do is master how to play at your speed. Because there are some guys who are very fast and very dog you know what. And then there's some guys who are very slow and very talented. One of the biggest things is it's never about how fast you move, it's how efficiently you move. So let's look at Kyle Anderson. Tween, cross, hang, swing, hezzy, pull. Right under the mid-range. Good shot, Kai. So Jalen Brunson goes, attacks the heart of the defense, gets to the paint. Spins. Now, could he have shot this? Yes, he could have. But why am I going to shoot the ball into this area right here? Where this man is helping. It's not really a comfortable shot, so he's patient. Nothing over there. That first pass fake. There was nothing over there for that first pass fake. He passes the ball. Julius goes hard middle. Two dribbles, goes into his chest. Pump fakes. This is a step through. This is legal on all levels. Anyone of y'all travel trolls that's gonna say anything, I'm gonna slow it down and I'm gonna count the steps with you. Ready? Gather. 1. Galay. I think this is a scram switch. When do people do this? When you know you got a bad matchup in the post, that's the best time to scram switch somebody. He realized this is not a beneficial matchup for his teammate. He runs, he scrams, gets him out of there. He goes, picks up a man. Julius Randle gets the ball, pound. I'm gonna be real. If he was gonna scram switch him out of there, he just might as well have stayed on him like he baked. This is a perfect example of why you need to hit the weight room. If you are not in the weight room, I promise you Kyrie is forcing you out of you stepping out of bounds on this. But he's low, he's strong, he holds his space, gets to the TV of the defense, good pass. First things first, you see how Jalen Brunson is crowding his space. So what Kyrie Irving does, he basically him back up, off of him. Creates some space, jabs hard right, goes left, good leg. As I always say, own your space. I'm not sitting there saying throwing elbows and being physical, but I will tell you this. If I know for a fact that I can sit there and crowd your space and make you uncomfortable the whole entire game, I will do it. Own your space. It may not be pretty, but it is effective. Sometimes, not every mismatch is for you to exploit. Sometimes, the purpose of a mismatch is so that way you can get your teammates involved. Julius Randle got Kyrie Irving on him. We all know that's a bucket. Love Kyrie. Kyrie's not a great defender. So because of that, he knows this is also a bucket too. So he wants to help as much as he possibly can and hope that he doesn't see Jalen Brunson. Julius is scanning the floor. He hit Jalen Brunson on the top of the key. Good shot. Hand down, man down. As I always say, bro, as a shooter, if your hand is not there to stop the shot, it's too late. Shooting on the motion of the shot does not really do anything. At this point, he either made it or missed it. Gets the ball. Julius sets to the screen. Now, guess what? He's a little bit too low. As I said, he's low when he's in drop. Now, when he realizes he's in drop, you set his feet. Left, right, left. Good. Thank you to More and Run for allowing me to use their content. I appreciate it as usual. Now, first, how does Jalen Brunson look? Okay, Jalen Brunson is looking like the Knicks got a good one and got a great player with Jalen Brunson. But there's a couple things I'm worried about. I want to see how, even though the preseason started, I'm going to have to see him play against NBA level competition with Karl-Anthony Towns and Mikal Bridges to see how they're going to play. Do I think the Knicks will make a deep player from this year? Absolutely. Jalen Brunson, great point guard, great leader, great floor spacer. From watching this video, he has his eyes up, he has his head up, he's scanning the floor and always making the right decisions. Cat, solid stretch big, can shoot the ball. Mikal Bridges, 3-and-D wing. OG Anunoby, solid defender. Josh Hart, the heart of the team. I can't wait for the season to start because I'm going to keep my eyes out for the Knicks and Jalen Brunson. I'm hyped for the season because I'm going to keep my eyes out for Jalen Brunson and the Knicks and see how they do this year. But let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. But with that being said, thank y'all for tuning into the What the Heck podcast. Like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know the drill. We turn down.